So the Model X, is it worth it over the Model Y? In a lot of ways, yes, but in other ways, not so much. Welcome to Teslas in Canada. Today we're going to be driving the 2024 Model X Plaid, which goes 0 to 60 miles an hour in 2.5 seconds. As spec'd, this with taxes, luxury tax and everything here in Ontario is about $180,000. So it's quite the price tag. Now I will say, driving it for an hour and a half-ish, I can see why it costs that much money. It is leagues above the Model Y so far. Ride quality, awesome. Now the acceleration is just crazy on this thing. It's something you really have to take it out and drive, test that out. Let me just turn the dome lights off here. Turn off dome lights. Thank you. Yeah, that's the one awesome thing about Teslas in general is the voice commands, things like that. Now a lot of other cars have it, and you expect that in a car that costs as much as this vehicle does. Now you can get this more base Model X for about 130,000 or so. Taxes in here in Ontario, it's about 107,000 starting price, but then you add taxes, luxury taxes, all that, delivery, things like that, you get up there. What are the differences between this Model X and the Model Y? So I have a 2023 Tesla Model Y rear-wheel drive. Now, of course, that is much slower than this thing. Besides that, what are kind of the features in this that you're not going to get in that? So first off, you have heated and cooled seats on all 6 seats in this model, but in all 5 seats in the base model. Other things to note are this massive windscreen or windshield. So if you're looking out the window, that's your normal view. And then you keep looking up and up and up and up and up, and you're still all one window. It's just one massive piece of glass. So with that, you have these sun visors which come out from the side and snap in like that, and they just tilt, keep that up, tilt down like that. So it is quite interesting. Personally, when I was driving with the sun, I found the tint up here was just good enough that I didn't need to use this. But this is quite small, quite simple. Now, I don't know how great that would be on longer road trips, something to test out one day. But snap that back in, snaps out of the way nice, gives you a nice open view there. So another thing that's really cool is the display. So you can tilt it either which way. Actually, while I'm doing that, let me close the back door there so I can just press close. That'll close, and I'll close the other one here behind me. There we go. And you know what? I don't want to close my own door. So why don't I press close? Yeah, that is what you can do with a Model X. You can open your doors, close your doors with a press of a button. How handy is that? Pretty handy. There's quite a few other differences. You have a display here in the front, which I just actually finished filming a video on TestLogic's display setup that you can get. So stay tuned for that video. If it's not out before this one, it might be out after this one, but either way, check that video out. Other cool thing to point out with this is it has air suspension. It has the doors that go up, which is just straight up awesome on this vehicle. It does 0 to 60 mile per hour in 2.5 seconds. It's the quickest production SUV on the market right now. I can definitely see why. It made my kids cry. Well, one of my kids cry. My wife hates it, and my brother dropped his phone trying to film it. So I gotta say, one thing I'm not used to is having the speed in front of me instead of on the screen next to me. You have Steam, which you can play all sorts of games with. It has the dual screens, which is fantastic for the kids. It has 670 horsepower in the standard Model X, and then over 1,000 horsepower on the Model X Plaid, which is ridiculous for a 6,000 pound SUV. 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. So we'll test out the doors here, see how well it does in a garage. Oh, perfect. Knows when to stop. I was a bit worried there. Didn't hit anything. It's perfect. Can hop right in. Let's turn these dome lights on. Some better visibility. It's interesting how they put the light in the speaker grill. Nice thing about the Model X, so you just push down. Now on the older ones, it would actually go out all the way, but because they took out the sensors on the door, it pauses. But when you put your foot down, it'll close automatically, which is handy. And it's soft close. Yeah, so back seats. Since I have not checked these out myself, put that on. So this, because it's a Plaid, it comes with 6 seats. It's the only configuration option. And we'll just throw that car seat back there. Heated, cooled, all 6 seats. Tons of legroom here, and they fit underneath, which has lights. You have cup holders here. I can turn on the fan. You have everything you need here. Turn that back off. You have games. You have your movies. Fits a lot tighter in here than my Model Y. You can see the Plaid badge there. And the spoiler, which is fixed on the older models, it would go up and down and be active. Front trunk, let me pop that open. Got carbon fiber in the Plaid version. So the frunk is massive here compared to the Y. You've got the Steam beta here, so let's click that, see what happens. Oh, something pops up there. Okay, looks like I have to download an update. Need to get my controllers and things like that to see how this works. But I'll show you around the luggage compartment. So let's move my water bottle. So carbon fiber all throughout the Plaid, which is awesome. I love carbon fiber, love the look of it. And yeah, all throughout. So you've got your little storage compartment here. And then underneath you have more storage, goes way back in there. You have your cup holders there. And you open this up and got more storage in there. One thing I haven't figured out yet is where are your USB-Cs? Or is there any up here? I might have to open the glove box. Let's hop back in the back. Oh, I'm a bit too close to it. Let's try this again. Okay. It's a bit scared of lights and things like that, which understandably. But as we head on in here, Steam is still updating. You've got USB-Cs here. You have your cup holder, which tucks away there. You have a little bit of storage underneath. And in the back, you actually have USB-Cs back here as well for the 5th and 6th passengers, and storage in the back, which you can fit a stroller in, which is handy. You've got 22 speakers in the Model X. The sound system definitely sounds really nice. And this version right here is spec'd with the cream seats. So you can also get white or just black, which then blacks out that, blacks that out, blacks everything out. Or you could get white, which does the same. Heated, cooled seats throughout, lumbar support, all of that. Very, very comfortable. USB goes in back there for the front. But yeah, this is the 2024 Model X. Some of the changes here on the steering wheel over the Model Y and older Model 3. Refresh Model 3 has pretty much the same steering wheel, where you can talk to the Tesla there for your voice commands, do your wipers and all that here. Speedometer, cameras if you want the cameras on. And then over here you have your high beams. You can flash people away and your signals. So yeah, great vehicle. 2024 Model X. I don't think you can go wrong if you're in the market for a vehicle like this. And what I've learned actually is that it will comfortably fit a family of 4, 5, even 6 with the 6-seat model like this. And you do still have room in the back for storage, as well as the front. Tons of room in the front, which makes up for some of the room lost by those rear 2 additional seats. And you can fit a stroller in the trunk when you lift up that trunk flap, so there's a lot of space there that originally I didn't think was there. So it is a functional vehicle in that sense. If you're looking for a larger road trip vehicle and you have a family of 6, this is not going to be it unless you start trailering stuff behind. But I just don't think there's enough room to do a longer road trip with this, unless of course you are camping. By all means, tow the camper behind. All the new Model X's come standard with trailer hitch and all of that. So towing, camping, this is the vehicle for it. Thank you, Tesla, for letting me use this, but I'm giving you some power back.